everybody. I'm glad you're back today. Today, for our children's message, we're going to talk about change. And there has been a lot of change lately. One thing I was thinking about, and it's very visible, is you and I aren't together today. Or anytime for our children's messages. We're doing this via the web. And another change about church, no snack table on Sunday mornings. I know you guys love snack table. We aren't able to give Pastor Craig a high five and sing with Jesse in person and be with our kids' life group leaders. It's a lot of change. And we change in other ways too. There's change, our bodies change and grow. I brought some little tiny shoes. You guys probably had little tiny shoes like this at one time, but now your feet have grown, they've changed. So you wear different shoes, bigger shoes. And sometimes our preferences change. I brought some broccoli out today. And you might not care for broccoli right now, or maybe you like it now but you didn't previously, and there was a caring adult in your life that encouraged you to keep trying broccoli. And then over time, you found that maybe you like broccoli with lots of dip. So our preferences change. And then I have been doing a lot of change at my house lately in the kitchen. I love to change flour and sugar, and brown sugar and chocolate chips into something really yummy. Do you know what I like to change those into? I like to change them into chocolate chip cookies. Would you like to cook with Sarah and I? We'll make some chocolate chip cookies real quick, and then we have some more things to tell you about change. So Sarah and I turned the flour and the sugar and the chocolate chips into cookies. And it's just another example of that change, the change that's going on all around us, and even more so now than we have experienced previously. And it can make us unsteady, and we can wonder what's next. But there's good news. God doesn't change. It tells us that in His Word, in the Bible. Today I'm in Hebrews, and I'm in chapter 13, verse 8. We learn that Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Because God doesn't change, He is always faithful. He is always holy. He always loves us, and He always hates sin. Because God doesn't change, His Word doesn't change. We can trust Him always. I learned a little 2-line poem that I wanted to share with you. As soon as I heard it, I need to share this with you guys, because you're kids and you will remember this. You remember everything. So I wanted to teach this to you so you can take it into your heart and use it as a guidance for you when our world is changing and shifting. So here's the poem. I'll say it once and then we'll say it together. Here it is. When things don't go the way they should, God will always make them turn for good. Now you guys say it with me. When things don't go the way they should, God will always make them turn for good. So when things like they are right now, we just have a lot of questions. And what's next? Everything's changing. Stand firm, and your God doesn't change. Because he doesn't change, we know he promises that things will turn for good. He will do that. He keeps his promises because he doesn't change. Now we're going to get together with Jesse, and he's going to sing a song for us all about how God can be trusted and he holds the world in his hands. I hope you love it. It's one of my favorite songs. While you're singing, I'm going to have a cookie. I'll see you next week.
God has the whole world in his hands, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's sing about that today.
I want to do banana.
He's got the whole world in his hands. Ready? 1, 2, 3. He's got the whole world in his hands. 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 He's got a tiny little baby. He's got a tiny little baby in his hands. He's got the tiny little baby in his hands. He's got the tiny little baby in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got you and me, brother. He's got a you and me, brother, in his hands. He's got a you and me, brother, in his hands. He's got a you and me, brother, in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the wind and the rain. He's got the wind and the rain